What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Cjthecheesedj here, and we're back with some more Ark. And today we're getting a little bit technical in ways of things. We've come across this I wouldn't call it a little trick, but more of like a little extracurricular activity kind of thing. So on our own server, we've been breeding up our apes, and we've essentially been using them as cannon fodder. We've been using them to soak up turret bullets, and we just thought to make a quick little video just to showcase to you guys that these guys are pretty useful in terms of soaking up bullets. Now, because these guys don't actually have saddles, they wear helmets as their armor, you can essentially get Ascendant flak helmets for these guys, and it's absolutely nuts how much armor those provides. So at the moment, this guy's only got a primitive helmet. He's only got 100 armor on that, but you can see here we've got a bunch of other helmets in our inventory, so we can put these on him at any given time. Now, our other ape over here is another tester as well. This has another helmet, that apprentice helmet, 207 armor. Pretty decent amount of armor. Now, the reason why we're talking about this is because their armor essentially can go up to Ascendant, because they can technically get Ascendant flak helmets, blueprints. You can get those. So, essentially, you'll be putting these helmets on them, and they'll be taking a crap ton of reduced damage. Now, there's a little bit of a problem with this, however. They don't physically take the bullets for you, though. So if you are riding them and the turrets are set to target you, they won't actually protect you, which is a problem. But you'd be surprised at how many people's bases aren't actually set to target single players. Okay, so we've got the two apes unclaimed. We've got both turrets off at the moment. We're going to showcase to you just how much damage the turrets do. So you can see there, that ape is taking 15 damage. Now, these guys are mate boosted as well, so if you plan on using this method, make sure to get yourself some mate boosted apes. Now, one other thing that we did not go over is their actual health as well. These guys' health, I think they're at about 5,000, which is easily obtainable on the official servers. You can see this guy's, no, 4,000 health. This one has 4,000 for you, and I think this one has 5,000. Let's just take a quick look here. I'm pretty sure it's 5,000. Yeah, so 4,000, 5,000. Now, that is easily reachable in official servers. You know, you can tame up high-level ones. These guys were technically only level 100 tames, so they tamed out at level 150, but if you were to find like a higher level one, like a 150, 145, and tame that up, that'll make them even more powerful with even more health. And you can essentially use these guys to soak the bullets for you. Okay, so now that you've seen how much damage it does, so it did 15 damage to our one wearing primitive armor. We probably should have popped the helmet back on before we unclaimed it. Let's just take a recap. 15 damage to that one. They are mate boosted. That is a primitive helmet. Now you'll see here the helmet will obviously break. There you go, and they'll take extra damage. 79 damage. 15 damage between 79 damage. That is a huge difference in damage. So that obviously tells you just how powerful their helmets are and how much damage they can mitigate. Now you're going to want to make sure that you bring lots of helmets as spare, obviously, because they will break after a certain amount of cannon fire. But, you know, flak helmets do not cost that much to make, to be honest with you. They're relatively easy to make. You don't really need to worry about them too much. You can see this guy here has now a helmet with 340. Let's, where does the option go? Why does it just constantly disappear? It's not even there anymore. I don't understand. Okay, do you want to come? There we go. Okay, so yeah, so we're unclaimed this guy. He's got 340, but you saw there, that was only a Mastercraft helmet. If we were to get an Ascendant helmet in, that'll take a huge amount of damage reduction for the apes, and you can essentially use these guys to soak up all the turret ammo. Now, another really good thing about this is that you can also create the veggie cakes, and the veggie cakes will essentially restore the apes by a whole lot, because the veggie cakes are a lot more usable than the raw meat method that you use on carnivores. So you can actually use the veggie cakes to fully heal the Cjthecheesedj. There we go. You can see there we've got an Ascendant helmet. Let's chuck the Ascendant helmet on this guy. This one has 500 armor. That is nuts. Not to mention the durability on these things is going to be absolutely crazy. So don't discount these guys when you're thinking about, you know, trying to go for bases and whatnot. Considering that these Stegos now take the reduced 30% extra damage from turrets, could be a reliable. Look at that, 3 damage with an Ascendant helmet. That is absolutely crazy. We're going to leave that on for a little bit, see how long the helmet lasts. You can see the damage numbers over there. That is only taking 5. That's 340. That's 500 armor. That is ridiculous. You can see the numbers over there. Let's see how much bullets we got left in the turret. This guy's officially soaked all the bullets out of the turret. There was 100 bullets in here to begin with. There is now none. So these guys, you cannot... Look at that. He's barely taken any damage as well. You put a decent helmet on these guys, and I'm telling you, you've got really, really, really good cannon fodder that'll soak up all your turrets. Unfortunately for this guy, his helmet broke, but if you get an Ascendant Blueprint helmet on like officials or you're on your own PvP server, I cannot tell you this enough, use the apes. Now, as well as that, they've also got the ability to throw, which is great because you can strap a C4 onto a dodo and just lob him across the map onto the enemy's base and detonate the C4 just like that and blow into their base to stop their turrets if you're scared of, you know, cannon fodder shredding your apes apart. But do not discount, okay, great, we can't get back up here. Do not discount the apes for, you know, weakness, because you can easily use those guys to take out turrets. You saw there that left turret had 100 bullets in it. We made sure it had 100 bullets at the beginning of the episode. And it probably went through about 30 before we actually put the Ascendant helm on. Just out of curiosity, let's take a quick look at how much durability is left on the Ascendant. Look at that. You can see that it's barely done any damage to it. Now, this is all relating on whether or not you can get the Ascendant Blueprint helmet, but I have been able to find very high level blueprints on Ragnarok for Ascendant flak armor and whatnot, so you can definitely put it on these apes. So I would definitely recommend using the gigantic apes for turret soaking, because it's a great method. For example, let's get this guy down. Let's just get it out of here. Let's drown this guy over here. We're going to summon in a Stego, sorry, and we're going to see the difference between damages. Okay, and you can see here we've just got the help of a co-op, so I hope you guys don't mind the screen being split. But you can see here we've got the turret set. I don't know if you could sort of see it. It's targeted to only survivors. You can see there changed targeting. It's on only survivors, so you'll actually see here that the Stego will take the spike damage and our human is protected. But you can see that 41 damage, that is a crazy amount of damage. Granted, the Stego saddle is only primitive. If you were to get a higher level saddle on him, it still wouldn't be as much of a damage reduction as it is for the apes. So I definitely recommend taking the apes and using those guys to break into bases and soak up the turrets. So you can see we've set this target to only survivors, and we've currently got the other human mounted on the gorilla. Now the actual gorilla won't protect him. You can see there he still dies. So that is the only downside to this. The gorillas won't actually soak the bullets for you if the turrets are set to humans only. However, do take in mind that most turrets aren't set to that, so it's all up to you and personal preference. So that'll pretty much be it for this video today, guys. Let me know what you thought of it down below. Let me know if you enjoyed it and found it useful. But other than that, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to catch you in the next one.